things clear, right? So that we get the context of what we are trying to do here, common understanding.
Okay.
When we are doing our AA courses, right? There are two types. There are two types of courses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so number one is foundation course.
Yeah.
Okay, foundation course, like what we're doing now, this is aimed at end user.
Mm-hmm.
End user in the sense how to capture. He doesn't care about how the product is set up. He just wants to know how to book the loan, how to authorize, how to maintain, how to capture, how to maintain. Okay. Right. Then we've got two. The second type of AA course is implementation course, like AA implementation and so on. Now these courses, there's several aimed at, let's call it the more like a business analyst, kind of like the people that build the product in the bank. I'm not sure who does that. Analyst, yeah. Okay, let's call it like a product builder. Right now, here what we are doing is, this is now where we teach you how to create a property, how to create a product condition, how to create a product group, how to create a product. So I suspect, right, the audience that we are having right now on the course, it's a mix of the two. There's like some like who are like maybe end users, right, who are maybe more interested in how to capture the loan, how to authorize, how to issue checkbook, how to do this. Fine, they do the day-to-day operations. And then there's another group of people that are on this call who are asking questions about, how do I set up the interest rate? How do I create the product? There's two different things happening here. This course that we're doing right now is this one. To be very clear, because in 4 hours, there is no way, AA, it's too big. There is no way we can go into that product building for you to understand it in any type of meaningful way. It's not possible because it's a very big module. If you take AZ, you take LD, you take PD, you take AC module, all of them together, they are not as big as AA. So it takes time.
Okay, I got your point, Mac. So so we understood today's session will be the foundation course to see the overview.
End user.
What are the properties? Yeah, tables existing, and we do have the implementation course at the end of the training session.
Yeah.
So we do during this session.
Yeah, that implementation course, some of the areas that we're now going into, right? In that course, we cover it in much more detail. It will be clear because that's the focus of the course.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, we are not really, we are not focusing on that. So it might be, I just thought I had to say it so that everyone is clear, right? What we are doing. Because we can't do too much. We have to keep it like light. So this high level, we are building products with reusable components. So these reusable components, it can be, property classes, which we can copy into properties, and then we can attach values to the fields, like what is the rate for this product versus the rate for the other product. How do we do it? Which gives that product the shape and feel. For now, it's enough. Keep it here. Let's not try to go too deep because it will confuse us because this is not the course. Okay, so let's continue. Now, this business component approach, right? We have a product line released by Temenos. It will give you the components, the property class. We've already discussed. We know what is this. Then, using those components, you will create products like staff current account, corporate current account, personal current account. Okay, now, once the product has been created, right? What will happen is we spoke about, okay, let me go back. Let me go back here. You see, at product level, right? We are mentioning here, like for example, for this product that we're keying in here, the charge type is fixed and the charge amount is 100. Okay, fine. However, when we are setting up all these values at product level, right, we need to put some kind of control in terms of what can the end user change and what can he not change when he's opening the actual account. I'll give you an example. So this charge amount of $100, right? If OCB allow the user to negotiate, like what I mean is negotiate, like you can make it less or more when you're opening the account. There's a charge, standard amount $100, but we want to allow the end user to make it maybe 120 or 80, depending on the customer. This is a setting we can put in the product condition, we can control. So for some products, we can allow him to negotiate, and some products we don't allow. A better example about how this works, right, is, you know, when you are giving out a loan, you're giving out a loan, right, to a customer. Now, the loan, it has a loan product line, it has a component term amount. In this term amount is where we mention any controls on the term, like how long the loan is running for, and any controls on the amount that we're going to be dispersing or sanctioning in terms of the loan. Okay, let me clarify this. When I say controls on the amount, what I mean is, let's say for instance at OCB, you have a product called staff personal loan, right? It's a personal loan for staff. Now the staff personal loan, let's say the amount is like it's within a certain range. So maybe from 10,000 to 50,000, whatever currency, let's just say, just to simplify, it's 10,000 to 50,000. But when the first, let's say, member of staff takes up a personal loan, maybe he wants 30,000. But the second member of staff, he wants 45,000. So we should be able to actually do this type of processing without putting too many restrictions. So in the product condition that we are mentioning, the product condition, we can put it in such a way that we can say, for product A, we want the amount of the loan to be not less than 10,000 and not more than 50,000. Now, we can also put rules to say, if it goes above 50,000, what must happen? Or if it goes below 10,000, do you want an error message or do you want override? You guys are T24 people, you know what is override. So if you put override, let's say for the maximum amount, if someone tries to open arrangement for 55,000, maximum amount is 50,000, personal loan, sorry, staff personal loan. We are trying to open for 55,000. Now, if you allow it with an override, as the person opening commit, the override will come. You are above the maximum loan amount by 5,000 XYZ. If you say accept override, it will go. It will go for authorization. No problem. Override, the authorizer will see the override, and then you can decide if you can authorize or not. Same like what we have today. Now, on the minimum amount, 10,000, if we make that one as an error, so we say minimum 10,000 error. If someone tries to open a staff personal loan for 9,000, error message will come, because that's how we put it in the product. Can you see? It's very flexible how it actually works, but this part we will see it in the advanced course. It's coming, not now. We are not yet there, okay? So these product conditions, for any of the fields in any product condition, we can negotiate if allowed. So if you allow the rate to be negotiated, you can mention for this particular account product, interest rate can be 5%, but negotiable between 3% and 10%. So the end user has got some kind of threshold he can play around in for the negotiation. If he goes outside the band, then the system will either give the override or the error as defined at product level. It's very flexible. Yeah, right. So having said this now, an arrangement is like an instance of the product for a customer. Okay, in a simple way, it means if this product is current account, right? So I staff current account, this is my product. An arrangement is a staff current account for a particular customer. That is what we are calling an arrangement. It's a staff current account for a particular customer. This is an arrangement. Now what will happen is, as you are opening the staff current account, all of the product conditions are going to be defaulted into the arrangement. Okay, this part I have to show you. Sorry. Don't do this yet, okay? Please just watch, because I need you to take the why. Right now, the why is more important than the how. The how is coming. So focus more on what I'm talking and what I'm doing, but don't try to do it at the same time, because now it's too much. I'll give you a chance to do this a little bit later. Right now, I have a product catalog here. Can you see in the retail menu? So with AA, our products for AA, they will all come in this product catalog. I can see all my lending products, right? See my groups are here. If I expand on lending, I can see all my deposit products. They are here. If I expand on deposits, but right now we're focused on accounts. So if I go to account, right, this is accounts, and then let me go to current accounts. To open an arrangement, then I will explain to you some of the things I'm trying to say. Right, so this current account, sorry, what happened now? Go across. This is current account product group here. These are the current account products. So if I want to open the current account, now I'm opening an arrangement, new arrangement. So this will come like this. It looks a bit different from your account opening in AC. So first here, I'll put a customer like, I hope I have this customer. Okay, and I'm gonna put currency. I'm not sure if I have that customer here. Okay, this is something else. Okay, don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Let me put 100. My customer was, I was using this for something else. Okay, so I have changed the customer to Harry Crisp. Okay, and I've put my currency. However, I will validate. Come on now. Okay, now you might not have seen what happened. Okay, it was actually processing, and then after you validate, the screen will change, and when it changes, it will generate an arrangement number. Let me make it a bit smaller. I hope you can still see that. This is my arrangement number. If it's too small, let me know. I'll make it bigger, the font. Now, that arrangement number is the current account I'm opening for this customer, Harry Crisp. However, our arrangement architecture is made up of components. Okay, so these components, you'll see them here. It's those same components we were seeing in the product line, customer, account offset, the limit, and so on. So now here, let me show you. If I go to interest calculation, so these are properties for interest. So on the credit interest, what is happening is at product level, you see here, they are using a floating rate for this product, for the credit interest. But this floating rate, they are they're actually banding. Okay, so this is the same like what we have today in account. Up to 50,000, we're using up to 50,000. There's some floating key. I'm not sure what is in this floating key. Let's call it current account base rate, right? Plus 0 is what will apply for balances up to 50,000. Between 50,000 and 250,000, we're using, again, 10, but with a margin of 0.25. Can you see? And above 250, so anything above 250, I'm using a margin 1. Now, please, if you see, what is happening here is the floating key, it's no input. I cannot change this here. I cannot change this, which means at product level, they make it non-negotiable. But the margin here, it's open for input. I can change. This is what we are calling negotiation. We have full control how we set it up at the product level, what will default here, and in what range you can make the changes. So I can say like it cannot go below 0 point whatever, or it cannot go above 2. You know what I'm talking about, right? So level banded, you know already what this means. When we're putting those tiered rates, like how does the calculation actually happen? Is it the same rate for the whole balance, or do we separate the slabs when we're doing the actual accrual? Debit interest, the same thing. So they've got a different key for the debit interest. It is also using a single margin. It is using a margin of 2 and 3.5. Okay, now what I want you to take away from this here, please, is it's possible in the product, at product level, to set it up as a fixed rate, so there would have been something here. Or I can use a floating rate. It's up to the bank, like for this type of current account product, so what type of rate do I want, fixed or floating? And that's what will come into the arrangement when I'm opening, whatever I define. And then when the rate is defaulted here, I can let it default and open for changes like this, or I can let it default and no input. It's not negotiable because of the way I set up the product. Right now, that slide that we're looking at, right? What it's basically saying is when you're opening an arrangement, the product conditions are going to be defaulted into the arrangement. So when we say product conditions, you see these values here. These are the product conditions for the charges. You can see now, like if I have, for example, check withdrawal fee, right? You can see how they've configured the check withdrawal fee. It's straight in the arrangement architecture. We don't have like a separate, how do I say it? FT commission type, you know, like for LD and so on, where you define the charges. No, we have a charge component within AA directly. Whatever you can do in FT commission type, in AA charge component, you can do directly. It's much more, it's better, it's more powerful. That's what we're doing here. If you want it negotiable, you will leave it open for someone to change. Otherwise, no input. The end user can just see, oh, these are the charges, but he can't change it. Or he can change it up to a certain maximum and up to a certain minimum. As you wish, it's negotiable or non-negotiable. In the implementation course, we will teach you. We will teach you how to do this. Okay, we're moving on. So once you make the changes, so that the product, it will default values into the arrangement, interest rate, charges, whatever. And then for some of them, if it's allowed, you can change it, you can negotiate. Okay, now once you negotiate, they are now known as arrangement conditions because those values are only specific to this arrangement. But the values in the product are generic, they're like at product level settings. They will default the same way into each arrangement when we're creating a new one each time. And then we make the changes and then authorize, and that becomes the values that are going to be applicable to this customer. Yeah, it's quite nice. You want to explain it, Lex, so I can go?
So basically the arrangement is the contract ID.
Arrangement is the contract ID, yes. Now watch, yeah, while you're there. So here, if you see, right, this is the contract ID here. Can you see? However, if I scroll down, I have an account component here. This is the account number. AC account. If you go to the AC account table, after I authorize this account number is going to be there. That's the account that will be holding the balance for the arrangement. And on that account number, there'll be a field which will store this arrangement ID. Right? To cut a long story short, I don't want to go through and authorize this. I just want to show it like, okay, let me close this. Okay, so I'm going to show you an existing one. So add menu, no, not add menu, use a menu, retail ops. I'm just showing you an existing arrangement. So if I do find account, right, so finding account, let's take this off, let's find. Right, so this is just showing you all authorized account arrangements. So there's, can you see there's a bunch of them for this, Johnson, Junior, Buffett, and so on. And I can see this is my arrangement and this is my account. Right now, if I copy this account, I just want to show it here. If I say account S, you know what this means, right? Yeah, this is just view this account. You know, yeah, it is. So the same AC account module, the same, it's account application. However, if I scroll down, that's the arrangement number. So this arrangement number, when I am working in Transact, you see, this is like it's like a mnemonic alternate ID. If I am doing funds transfer, I can put this account number or I can put this arrangement number. System understands it as the same thing. It's the account number for the customer, the current account.
So let us assume I create a new deposit for the same customer. And also I will create one lending, one LD loan for this same customer. So does this customer still carry the same arrangement ID, or it will create a new arrangement ID for each?
A new arrangement ID. A new arrangement ID for each. So let me show you. You see, this is 100292 customer. You can see that.
Right.
Warner Buffett. Okay, now if I show you retail operations, let's go find loan. This was an account 100292. I hope he has one. So here 100292. This is the owner. Okay, I'm looking for a loan. I don't have. Okay, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it's here. I think it doesn't have. Okay, this particular customer doesn't have, but what I want to show you is these are other customers that are having, but the same concept is going to be there. If you see, no. If I take, I'm looking for, yeah, okay, look at this here. You see, this is Coca-Cola here, right? And this is also Coca-Cola. Can you see? So this guy has got like a floating rate drawing, it's type of loan, and he's got a Euribor drawing. But you can see this arrangement here is different from this arrangement. So each time you open like a new deposit, a new account, a new loan, it will generate a new account and a new arrangement number. That will answer the question now. Is it okay? It's clear, right? Makes sense, I think. So any new account or new loan or new deposit, it's a new arrangement number will be generated. Think of that arrangement number as the account number or the deposit number or the loan number. So same customer can have 10 arrangements, 10 deposits, no problem. Different arrangement IDs for each one. Right, I have to move, guys. I have to move. We are very behind now. Okay. Now, our arrangement, it's an agreement.
Sorry, Mark. So one more small question from our side.
Yes. Yeah.
One of our business colleagues, he would like to see the 360 view of one customer. Okay, he want to know how many the deposit contract or the lending, whatever which is available for one customer. Is it possible to show one 360 view for one customer?
Okay. It's processing. Yeah, it's processing. Here you can see it's processing. So this is a customer again. You see this is Buffett, Warner Buffett. This is 360-degree view. So on here, I can see my basic details, right? I can see my address. It's 360-degree view. You know what is this already. Let's go back to customer. Now under customer, products. Can you see products here? I've got my accounts, this tab here. These are all accounts that this guy is having, and he's got like, okay, there's no credit cards. Otherwise it was going to show here. I also have deposits for this guy. Okay, no deposits. If he had loans, it will show. Yeah, it will show the same format as here, like this. Yeah. Arrangements, it will show them here in the deposits and in the loans. Yes, absolutely. I just don't have for this guy. That's why. Is it okay? So from here, you even have like other details that you want to see. Account overview, the arrangement overview now. Like if you do this, right, click here. What this gives you is, yeah, it's quite, it's more detailed now. It's more detailed, the type of information that it will give you in the system.
Only based on customer ID. Only based on customer ID. We search under the customer.
Yeah, that's what I did, isn't it? If you see what I did here, right? I went and said, user menu. What are you trying to find? The 360-degree view or the account? What are you trying to find?
So it's including the corporate customer as well, right? Retail and customer.
Yeah, corporate customer, everything. It will display. The 360-degree for the corporate, it will look a bit different because it's a corporate customer in the model bank I'm talking about. But yes, the same concept, it will show.
Arrangement.
It will show the products for that corporate. and so on and so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see all this when we start capturing our arrangements. Because simulation, create your own reverse and replay. So like this arrangement is an agreement. What if the customer for the bank sort of like it has analysis agreement date, it has a currency. I will elaborate more tomorrow. It will create an account simulation. And okay, so with this, the body of the arrangement, you've already received the training material. Between this and so LD and AZ and so on, the data of the arrangement, it is spread across multiple tables. Multiple tables, it's like all your, let's say, account information, your customer information, your arrangement conditions, they are all in different tables. But the way it will be displayed is, when you look at it, let me try and find one for you. So, retail operation, find account, okay? I will just pick one, any. Okay, so all these are valid arrangements. So this overview, arrangement overview, it looks like this. Okay, this is how the account view will look like on AA. So I've got on top here the details. Can you see about what is that? It's yeah here. So what is the arrangement number? What is the account number? The currency, product, category code, basically the arrangement date, like when it was opened, the short title, the mnemonic, and so on. The status. Okay, this customer that is here, we can create like joint loans, joint deposits, joint, it will multi-value. So you'll be able to see if you want to open a loan for 2 or 3 customers. We'll see this later, or an account for 2 or 3 customers. We can see all the details here. I'm not yet, how do I put it? I'm not yet covering this topic because it's something that's coming later where we'll see these inquiries. Okay, so I'm not going to go into detail right now. It's still today, but it's in the last part of today. That's when we're going to look at this. These are some recent transactions, yeah, that went over this particular account. So I can see there's some derivatives here. There was some charge capitalization and so on, right? On the left-hand side here, you can see any, yeah, I think we're done. We're done. We'll check it in more detail later. Let's continue for now. We might not finish otherwise. Okay, so this is an arrangement overview. You can get the 360-degree view. You can get all your accounts, all your products, the AA. Right, now, the other thing with AA, which is different, is if you noticed when I did the navigation earlier on, right, all my products that I can sell to a customer, it's available in the product catalog. So I don't have to like go to this account menu to open account and then go to the, let's say, lending menu to open a loan. No, I can open any type of arrangement from here, because if I click on product catalog, it will show all my product groups for accounts, right? For loans, for deposits. And then I can just expand and I can check for like under which group do I want, and then which specific product do I want to create the arrangement for. So I can click it and then it will open, and then I key in the details I am opening. What's nice about this is it allows you to see all of your products in one place to make it easier for selling to the customer, for cross-selling. I don't have to click all over the place here to look for it, because everything is inside this product catalog now. It's much more like, it's much more organized, you see, proper. Okay, we are good. So this was second lesson. Now I'm going to lesson 3. Lesson 3 is how to capture and authorize arrangements. So all of us now are going to start to do the practical, the ones that have system access. So I'm in foundation courses here. I was looking at. So right now I was covering arrangement architecture basics. I'm now going to creating and authorizing account arrangements. Okay, so I will explain and then we will do. Right. Copyright. Let's go. So creating and authorizing retail account arrangement. Okay, this will start to make it easier to understand. Right now, when we are creating an arrangement, there are 3 IDs that will be automatically generated by the system. So first, when you are creating an arrangement, the act of creating the arrangement, we call it an activity. So creating an arrangement is an activity. Closing an arrangement is an activity. Amending an arrangement is an activity, and so on. So this is why for each activity that you do on the arrangement, there will be an arrangement activity ID that will be generated. It will start with AAA, CTYY, Julian day, basically. Okay, so the year and then the Julian day. Yeah, you know this format. It's a standard numbering format in T24, right? Then, so this ID, each time you make an amendment or something on the arrangement, it will generate a new activity reference because it's a new activity that you're doing. The second reference that will be automatically generated, or ID rather, the second ID will be the arrangement ID. The arrangement ID, that's my account number, or my loan number, or my deposit contract number, right? It will start with AA and then the Julian day. So that's how you differentiate the activity. What the activity is AAA and then that. But the arrangement is just AA. Now this AA arrangement ID, because it's the account number or the loan number or the deposit number, this one stays the same until you close the account. It will not change because that's the account number. This is just an activity. So each time you do a new activity reference will be generated. When you go to the arrangement overview, you can see all of the activities that were done on the arrangement. It's like a history of the different transactions or activities that we did on the arrangement. Right, so this is the second ID that is generated. The third ID that is generated is the account number. Account number. It will actually create an account in the account table, AC account table. Hey, you'll see whether the arrangement is for a loan or the arrangement is for a deposit or the arrangement is for an account. All of them will create an account. This account and this arrangement, same thing. This is like a alternate ID for this account. You will see it when you do the workshop just now. Okay, now, another one, admit. Right, customer field in my arrangement opening screen, it can be multi-valued. Okay, so I can put multiple beneficial owners of that account, like I'm creating a joint account, for instance. I can just multi-value and add one or more. It doesn't matter how many. The only limitation here is that in your arrangement, there must be at least one beneficial owner. You get what I'm saying? You cannot create like a current account without mentioning at least one customer. This is simple logic. Then you can also link other type of customers to the arrangement who are playing like different roles, like a guarantor, an authorized signatory, and so on and so on. I will show it to you once we start capturing. Right. Now, this last point here is a bit different from AC account. Let me explain to you why. In an arrangement, let's say you opened today the account with the wrong customer number. You opened an account in AA with the wrong customer number. You can just go in and amend it and put a different customer number. It will accept it, no problem. Authorize it, it's done. You cannot do this in AC module. AC module, you must first put a joint customer and then swap it out. It's a bit complicated. AA, just go and change it, done, finished, end of story, authorized. Right. Currency, so now mandatory fields when you're opening this account arrangement. So currency, it will be mandatory, right? And basically the balances in the account are going to be maintained in this currency, whatever currency you're opening for. The system will validate if you try to put a currency that the product is not available in. Let me explain. So I am opening a current account product. I create a product, current account product. But this current account product, I only want it available in Euro, GBP, USD, 3 currencies. If I go in there and I try to open an arrangement in any other currency besides those 3, error message, it will come. It will not allow. So it checks. Effective date, that's basically the date to process this account opening or this activity. If you don't key in the date, it will default the system date. Today's T24 system date, it will just come in, and that's the date it will use. Okay. You'll see all these things you are going to see. Then additional fields, when the arrangement activity is validated, further details are going to appear. So when you validate after putting the customer in the currency, it will go and fetch all of the product conditions. What is the interest rate for the debit, for the credit? What are the charges, and so on? It will just come. Some of those might be negotiable and others are not negotiable. Okay, so like for limits, for tax, and so on, it will automatically default. Right now, limits. This is something different that you just need to take on board. For retail accounts in AA, it is possible for the limit to be created automatically from the arrangement. So you'll just mention something in the arrangement, and as you authorize that arrangement, it will go and create a limit on the limit table with the amount and everything and link it to this arrangement. So right now in account AC, you first have to create the limit and create the account, and then you attach the limit to the account. Can you see? The same way you can do it also in AA. You can create the limit, you can create the account arrangement, you can link them. Or as you are opening the arrangement, you can just mention, I want a limit with this limit reference to be opened and this amount. It will open it automatically and attach it. It's quicker when you're doing it in AA. Right? So tax can also be set for arrangements, and we can default like what is the rates and so on at product level. Right? I'm not gonna elaborate on this one right now. Account officer, for the arrangement, it will pick the account officer of the customer if you don't put a different one at the arrangement. So if you leave it empty, he just picks the account officer from customer, he will put it on the account arrangement. Right, then you've got, if you include this schedule component, right, we can schedule certain things. Like for example, on my account, I want to collect charges quarterly or monthly or whatever. There's a schedule component I can use for this. This one also, we'll focus more on this one on the lending and deposits session. That is where it's more critical, the scheduling of the charges and so on. Repayments, for the principal and that interest. Yeah. Hopefully most of you will be there for the whole 9 days, right? Dormancy. So dormancy, we also have a component in AA which we can use to control the dormancy at product level. So you can say, like, for this product, if it's inactive for 6 months, flag it as dormant. But for the other product, if it's 10 months, then only. Like that, we can do, right? Statement, similar to what we're doing today, we can mention like a statement frequency, and then system will generate our statement as required. Monthly, quarterly, whatever frequency, daily, and so on. Right, and set this up. Creating the arrangement, basically it's straightforward. You'll go to the product catalog and then look for the product line. These are product lines. It will show you, once you click here, it will show you the product groups under that product line. Then, once you've identified what type of account you want to create, you click on the arrow to show you the products. So there's a product line, product group, and across here, the products will appear. Okay. Like this. These are products. So on these products now, I can create a new arrangement, or I can simulate. We'll talk about simulation later. So when it opens, it will already have the product defaulted, you can see here, right? All it wants here now is customer and currency. And then you can validate it here. When you validate, it will go and fetch all of the product conditions into the arrangement. Okay, so put the customer, put the currency. This effective date, it will default to today's T24 date, right? Otherwise, you can like back value, you can forward value if you want, and the system will recalculate like the interest if you back value, right? Then we've got, after you've mentioned customer and you've mentioned currency, you will validate. So it's at this point here, when you validate that, it will fetch all of the components like this with the product conditions that are mentioned at product level. Like, what is the debit interest? What is the credit interest? Is it negotiable? What are the charges? Is there statement frequency? Is it negotiable? All those things, it will just come automatically. Now, the number of components that come here, it depends on how many components did you put in your product there. That's where this is coming from. And what product conditions did you put in the product? That is where it's coming from. You will see, right? You will see. Right, now when you click on each of these components, right, it will expand, and then you'll be able to see certain details, which is basically the values of the product conditions. So this account component, I'll be able to see like what is the account number that's going to be generated. This account number is equivalent to this arrangement ID. It's the same thing. It will be linked together once you authorize that. Right. So sometimes when you commit, you'll get these overrides and document management messages. So this top part, this is just an override. But this bottom one here, have you received account opening agreement, something, something. It's document management. We can put like a checklist of all the documents maybe that a customer should provide for opening certain type of accounts or deposits or loans. It will come like this. So you will answer here, received or not received. We'll see when we capture it. Next, the arrangement has to be authorized, just like your account today, right? It's not like you just create it and then it's live straight away. No, it will first go into the unauthorized table and then someone else has to go in and authorize. The same workflow is going to be there. We'll see. When we start now, I'm going a bit fast, I'm sorry, but this is straightforward, so I'm just going through because we're going to do it. So on the unauthorized, you'll identify which one, click on the binocular, it will open, it will show as unauthorized like this. Then this arrangement opening, it's an activity. So when the arrangement overview opens like this, right, you'll see a section pending approval where there'll be an activity. This activity, new account arrangement. So you change this to approve, you commit, and then this will allow you to basically authorize. When it opens the pop-up screen, you click on this icon to approve. Otherwise, you can check what was there in each of those component attributes. You can open and see what is the balance availability, what is the charges, what is the interest. Like as the authorizer, it's okay. Check it and then authorize. Once you authorize, it becomes a live arrangement. All right, now practice time. Yeah, practice time. We are first going to create a customer record. Right now, what I want you to do is the ones who have the system, you are going to document. Yes, hello. Okay, sorry, I thought you were talking to me. You are going to inside your VDI open like a notepad. Okay, like right click like this new, right? New text document. And then just call it AA workshops. Please, in the desktop inside the VDI, not your actual desktop, because you'll not be able to copy and paste in between. You'll understand soon enough. So what we are doing is here, right? We're just documenting like all the steps. Like first, we're just going to create a new customer. You know how to create customer already, so this should be straightforward. So this customer that you're creating, please, okay, let me explain to you what is happening. Can you see in the requirement here, right? It's saying product catalog, accounts, savings account, right? Savings account. That's the type of account we're opening. So create a savings account for your individual customer. The customer needs to have a residency of GB to be eligible. Okay, let me explain. In AA, when we're setting up the product, right, there's a component property class. There's a component property class called eligibility, where we can configure what type of customer is eligible for this type of product. So in other words, for some, like let's say for example, personal current account, we can say customer has to be greater than 18 years, for instance. If we try to open that personal current account for somebody that's less than 18, error message will come. So for this product here, this savings account, it's like we want a customer where the residence is GB, because it's a local resident basically. If you don't mention GB, when you try to open that savings account, an error message will come. And then you're gonna have to go back and make changes. So let's just get it right the first time. I will show you slowly. So just follow what I'm doing and do the same way. We are opening customer first, and then we will authorize the customer. Then we will open the savings account for this customer. Thank you. Let's go. Right, so let's say you are not even logged in. So you log in, boom. Step 1, menu. And then user menu. Under the user menu, customer. And under customer, individual customer. You saw that, right? I'll start it again. User menu, customer, individual customer, straightforward. You guys are already T24 experts, so same like R13, nothing is different here. So this will open, it will give you customer number. Right, so now you're filling in details. Just basic, we don't need to put a lot. I will also do for me, so Mr. Come again. Yeah, you know what to do here. I'm not gonna hold your hand for opening customer now. This is straightforward. So let me and full name. This is me. I'll copy. What name? Good morning. Again? Yes. You need to create this. You need to create this customer if you're having access to the system. Please. Yeah, do it. If you're talking to me or not. Is it for me or you're just talking among yourself? Có khả năng mình sẽ không xài cái màn hình này là nó thấp hơn là sao mình anh e là mới quay là mới. Guys, hello guys, please, one thing. When you are opening this customer, make sure residence, this residence, GB. For this workshop, it has to be GB. If you make it anything else, you will have a problem when you are creating the arrangement. Please, like this, residence, where's it? Here, residence, GB. Yeah, this is simple enough to understand, I think. Make sure, GB. Because eligibility is based on this residence. For this product, we're going to create the arrangement for. Nó đáng lẽ là hôm nay tôi không biết rồi mà nó Okay, also please mention date of birth. Okay, make the customer more than 18 years. Something more than 18 years, right? So what? Anything you want, but more than 18. Right. So once I've done this, I'm just going to put address. I think this will go. Let me see if it will complain. Yeah, this should be okay. Right, just the basics. So when you are done, please commit that and make a note of your customer number. You know how to commit it already right here. Just commit it. This will say TXN complete. Right, this is a document management message I was talking about. If you see this, you will answer received or not received. It doesn't matter. Pick one of them here. And then accept. When you've answered received, say accept. Then it will go through. Then we need to authorize, as we normally do. In T24, we normally authorize. Done? Thank you. I'm so happy if it's done. Okay, so now I have my customer 190305. So I'm just putting it here in my text 190305 so that I'm keeping track of what I'm doing, right? Okay, now I need to authorize this customer. This is the one right here, 190305. Great. Now I cannot authorize with the same user. You know this concept already. So if you see in your credentials, right now I think you are using input. We also have author. Each of you can use that author because you have your own T24 server. So log out, log in with author, and then we will authorize. Password same, 123456. Password same, 123456. Author. I will also do. So how to do? You will log out either through here. This is the log out button where my cursor is. Or you can go from the menu from here. You can take log out here also. Whichever one you like, take it. Yeah, whichever one you like, log out. Same result, right? So author, AUTHOR, password 123456, login, boom. Simple, right? Simple, nice and easy. Let's authorize. So menu, user menu, customer, menu, user menu, customer. And under customer, look for authorize delete customer. Authorize delete customer, that one. That's the one you want. User menu, customer, authorize delete customer. Take it. So this will come here and you'll see a list of customers. Right now, probably you might be able to see straight away, like me, I can see this is mine here, 190305. So it's simple. The double tick, that's the authorize, right? X is for delete. You don't want to delete. You want to authorize. So please do the necessary. So click, it will open. For authorization, just below, here it is. And everything is good. Yes, I'm happy. I will authorize. Right, now once I authorize, now the main part of the workshop, to create arrangement. That is what we are building up to. I'll authorize it, boom, done. Checks and complete, please make sure you see this confirmation that your account creation is successful. Can I move on? Happiness? Thank you. Right. Yeah, let's go. So now we are going to do savings account arrangement. Savings account arrangement for US dollar. You see the currency they're telling us, it must be US dollar. And statement frequency, we're going to make it monthly on the 20th. Statement frequency, monthly on the 20th. Let's go and do. Right, so I'll take you slowly through. We're opening arrangement. So menu, 1. User menu. Step 2, user menu. Right? Step 3, look for product catalog. Product catalog, there. Under DD management, take product catalog. Right, product catalog will open like this, no problem. We are opening an account. So account is part of account product group. Yes, so sorry, it's part of account product line. What you're actually seeing here, right? These are product lines. It's a bit misleading if you're looking at it from here, because it's when you click on account, then the product groups will show. So when I click on account like this, now the product groups are shown. You see it. We want account, and then the product group. So they want us to create savings account. So savings account is under savings account group. So you need to click on this arrow to show us the savings account products. Yeah. Click. There we go. So now it's here. So under here, we just want to create savings account. Right now, notice, right? All these are different type of savings account products. We've got like a welcome savings account, staff savings account, notice, foreign resident, and then normal savings account. Okay, just go for normal savings account, this one, new arrangement. Not simulate, take new arrangement, savings account, new arrangement. Okay, when it opens, this is the arrangement opening screen. Now let's just go over a few things. This is my arrangement activity. This activity is basically, sorry, where is it? Is new account arrangement. I can see it here. This is the activity that I'm currently doing. New activity, okay. Now if I go back up, I am going to put customer. This is your customer that you just create just now, which you put hopefully in your text, this one, mine, 190305. You will do the necessary. 190, this is me 305. Nice. We need to open for US dollar. So keep currency as USD. Nice. Okay. Now try to validate it here. This is the valid. Can you see the commit button is not yet there? The commit button is not yet there because we have not yet fetched the product conditions. You'll see it will change here after you validate. Something will happen here. A new icon will come. I am now validating. So validate. It will process. It will take a bit of time maybe, but it will eventually finish. Right, when it finishes, can you see now I have a commit button, but don't commit it yet, don't commit. I want to first explain a few things. Right now, what you are seeing is first, your arrangement number. Please copy that arrangement number. The one that starts with AA. That's my arrangement number. So I'm just going to put it here, and then I'm just going to say, open savings account arrangement. I'm just keeping track so that later on when I'm revising my work, I know what I did, right? And I put my arrangement number. Okay, enough. Right, next one, what you want to do is, let's scroll down. If you scroll down, you'll see these are all the components that were included in the product, which are now coming here. So I can go and look at, for example, customer. If I look at customer, it's just mentioning who is the customer, right? What is the tax liability and so on, limit allocation percentage. This is all coming from product conditions, right? I'm not going to change anything here. No need for you to change, right? Let's scroll down and look at, let's start with credit interest. So credit interest, you can see how this interest has actually been set up. So for this product, it's using a floating rate savings base rate with a single margin up to 25,000. There's no margin. Up to 25,000, no margin. It's just savings base rate. Above 25,000, he's got savings base rate plus 0.5 margin. Okay. Right? So no need for you to change anything here. We will discuss about some of these other things later. You can look at charge if you want. Let's check a charge and look at one or two of them. Like my minimum balance fee, it's a $5 flat. I can see here $5 flat. My transaction fee, it's a $10 flat charge. Can you see? My dormancy fee, it's fixed, $5 US when the account becomes dormant. That's my dormancy fee, right? And let's go back now. In our workshop, they want us to make some changes to the schedule, right? To the statement frequency. Sorry, statement frequency basically, not the schedule, statement frequency. Monthly on the 20th. Let's go and do. It looks very familiar to what you're already used to. So if you go and look at the statement component, you'll see my frequency is set up here. So we want it monthly on the 20th. Click on this icon with the little clock to update the frequency. So right here. So clicking, it'll give you this, right? Monthly, and what do they want? Every 1 month. So every 1 month on day, I think 20. Enough. So you can already see it kind of look and feel is the same like AC account. This is similar type of, yeah, it's not so different, yeah? And then save it. Every month, every 1 month on 20, save it. Okay, good. Now, please commit your arrangement. Let's commit. It will process, right? It might take a bit of time. Let me process. Okay, so this is how we open an account arrangement. Now, what you're going to see while we're here, while we're waiting for it to process, when you're opening deposit arrangement or loan arrangement, right? It's exactly the same steps when you're opening deposit arrangement and loan arrangement, same steps that we just did now. But we will see that maybe from Wednesday. Yeah, so here, please just answer received. If you got this document manager, just answer it received. Come again? And then accept. So answer received and then accept. When you click accept, it's an override, it will go. And then we need to authorize. Yeah, we need to authorize it, yes. I'm clicking accept now. I'm also clicking accept. I hope you are following in your own system. It's going through. Taking a bit longer than I thought. I think my machine is running low on memory. Okay. Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Now, we need to, yes, we need to authorize this arrangement. But like anything else, you have to authorize with a different user. You cannot authorize with the same user. So if you click, so I'm closing this window here, and I'm going back to so on the main screen here, right? If you want to see which user you are currently logged in as, you can see it from here. If you click on the menu here, it will show you which is the user. You can see here, right now I'm authorizer. So I'm now going to log in with input to authorize this arrangement. If you are logged in as input, then you must log in as authorizer. You're just using that. We keep on switching them. We capture, we authorize, we switch. Thank you. I am logging out. So now I'm going in as input. This is my other user. Right. This part should be straightforward for you because you know already. Now to authorize, we first need to find the arrangement and then authorize it. Let me take you through slowly. So if you go here on the menu, right? Then go to user menu. Under the user menu, click on find. No, sorry, click on retail operation. It's too quick. User menu, retail operation, find account. User menu, retail operation, find account. That's what you want. Pick it. Right, now, let me explain what's going on. When it opens the dialog box, right, you can see this is what we are using for finding the accounts. But if you see on top here, there's authorized, there's unauthorized, there's pending, there's new offers. Now, authorized is for when you're looking for an authorized arrangement. It's already authorized. Unauthorized is when you're looking for unauthorized. So you want to authorize, look for unauthorized. The pending and the new offers, not right now, not right now. When we discuss about simulation day, I'll talk about it. So 2 ways you can search for this, 2 ways. One is you can see the search criteria here, owner or arrangement. Owner is the customer. If you want to search it using your customer, then key in your customer number and click on find. Or if you want to search using the arrangement, I asked you to record it, right? So you have the arrangement, key it in next to the arrangement and find. Only one record should come up, 190305. I'm going to use customer. 190305. This is me. Find. When you find, one record will come. Oh, what happened? Why? Okay, we have a problem here. This is no good. Let me check it out. Maybe I am putting a typo somewhere. Yeah, this is. What did I do here? Okay, is yours there? Hello, guys? Is yours is there? Okay, so I'm just gonna, because I'm looking for now any unauthorized. Just what's going on? Something is happening on this inquiry on my system. Sorry, guys. There's a small problem. Retail operation, find account. What's going on? So. Really? Okay, I have to create a new one, but just to get this through so that you can complete yours, right? I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to look for a loan, just so that I can show you, because the way you authorize the account or the loan, it's the same way. So I'm going to unauthorized. I'm hoping I have one. Okay, now on your screen, you would have seen one unauthorized arrangement for the savings account, right? So you click on the overview and then it will open that arrangement overview like this. Yours, obviously, is for the account, mine is for this loan because something happened with my system. I think it didn't commit or something. Right now, on top here, you'll see status unauthorized. Can you see that? On yours. And on the status here also, it will show as unauthorized. So that's how you know this arrangement is not yet authorized. That's how you know this arrangement is not yet authorized. Next, what you want to do is, if you scroll across here, right, you'll see one pending approval like this. Look for that pending approval section. So, come again? Okay, I will assume we are fine. This is my approve. So I have to select, so I can see from here, I can actually delete, I can edit, or I can view. I want to approve. So pick approve, and then click on launch. So when you click on launch, it will open like a window for the approval. It will open a window for the approval. That's what you want, like this. Right. It's processing. Once it opens, it will have the icon to allow you to approve. So when the icon come up, this is the one you want to click on to approve. Once you click this one, it will authorize the arrangement. Okay. It will say TXN complete. That's the workflow for opening this arrangement account. It's very simple. It just looks different because the screens are a little bit different from maybe what you're used to. But it's straightforward. Right. Let's authorize it. Okay, TXN complete. Right. Next one, we just want to check now that it's actually authorized properly. Right. So what you do is you go back to the main menu here, right? Here to the main menu. But this time you look for it on authorized. Instead of looking on unauthorized, because now it's authorized, you look for it on authorized. So the same thing, you can key in your customer. I don't have it obviously because yeah, nothing to display, but you will have one, right? You will have one because you guys did it properly. I didn't do it properly. Not sure what happened. Okay, so essentially, no, I want to show it from the other side, not from here. These are loans, so it will look different from yours. I want to just open, to just view a, what am I doing now? Retail. I don't have an account, so I'm just finding one. That's all I'm doing. Right. So take this off. Find. And it will open this overview, right? When you pick it, but now the status will not show as unauthorized. So if I open here, this one, it will load the arrangement overview, and then it will show it as, you see now you no longer have that unauthorized. Now it's saying authorized. And this status here also authorized. Right, now, this is your arrangement overview screen. We call it the arrangement overview inquiry. It will show you all the details about this arrangement in one place. And from here, if I want to like issue a checkbook, or I want to put a, how do I say, I want to put like a stop payment, you know, or I want to close the account, I can do everything from here. I don't have to go out and look for some other menu pointer. So it's nice like that, okay? The next topic we're going to look at now is some of these arrangement overview inquiries. So you can stay on that inquiry. I'm just looking for our slides, and then I'll take you through. Okay, so here we're looking at product and arrangements, and then arrangement overview inquiry. We're actually supposed to have finished now. So Lex, can I continue, or what's the, is Lex there?
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
It's 5 o'clock. So do I continue, or what must I do?
Sorry, I don't get you. Can you come again?
It's 5 o'clock right now. So this is the time we were supposed to stop. So must I continue or must I stop? That's what I'm asking you.
So,
yeah.
This is the last agenda, right?
This is the last topic. Yeah, here, right. This is the last topic.
How long do it take to complete this session?
I can go quickly, maybe 15 minutes. It's just inquiries. I can just go quickly. So must I go or must I?
Yeah, I think okay? we are fine to.
Okay, all right. I was just checking because maybe people have got meetings and so on. So I want to make sure. Okay, now recap. Your arrangement is the instance of a product, right, for a customer. Basically, the bank's product for a customer. It has an agreement date, it has a currency and so on. And it's created from different product conditions. Right now, once you have authorized it, it will appear on the authorized list. And when you open this arrangement overview, there's like various sections in terms of the information that will be displayed. So right at the top there, you got your basic details. T24 can be configured to generate this IBAN account number. Like if you're using those type of account numbers, so the arrangement, as it opens that IBAN, it will be automatically generated. Right. Then we also have a section if there's links to other arrangements. Okay, now let me make this clear. You know, like in LD, you've got like liquidation account, drawdown account, where you are disbursing and where the repayments are coming from. So the same way, let's say your current account is being used as the repayment account for a loan arrangement. Your savings account is being used as a repayment account for a loan arrangement. It will appear on this section which says links to other arrangements. In your account overview, you'll see it there. And if you want, you can click and it will take you directly to that, let's say, loan. If you want to see now, okay, which loan is this and what is the detail, it will take you to the like what they're showing on this slide. I hope this makes sense. This is straightforward. It's similar to like LD. Right. Then you've got financial summary section where it will show basically the account balances. You know what this means already, right? Ledger balance, cleared balance, working balance, locked. So locked is where you've locked some sort of amount because there's a payment maybe that customer needs to make on the 30th or something. So you've locked some amount. This is where it will come up. And then available balance. Those are the same balances that appear on your AC account. Nothing special here. Yeah. Nothing special going on here. You know already these balances. Locked funds. We have a section where we can see locked funds. And we can actually go in and create like a new blocked funds, right? Where we are locking maybe like a balance for a certain period in time. This feature is also there on AC accounts, same, right? Same thing. Then we've got the account details, sorry, interest, the interest details. So if you click on interest here, under the account details, this is interest, it will be broken up into like 3 sections. Now, obviously, this is a new account we just created, so maybe no accruals are there yet. But ordinarily, you'll be able to see current period accrued interest, previous period, right? So for the previous period and the total interest year to date on this account, it will show like this in this section. These are just inquiries. What's nice is it's all in one screen. You don't have to go and look for these inquiries all over. It's just there for you, just different sections. We've got transactions. So once we start transacting, you'll see in this additional details under the transaction, it will show like the last, let's say, 10 or so transactions. That number which comes up here, we can configure it because this is nothing but it's an inquiry. So we can tell it how many rows to actually show, 5, 10, whatever. The most recent transactions is what will appear here, okay? And we also have future transactions like forward dated, any pending transactions that are not yet authorized. You'll see them here on this account. Next one, we've got still on transaction details. Right now, in AA, we have this concept of bills. Bills, okay, bill mean if you've got something that needs to be paid on an arrangement, normally this will be triggered by the schedule, So when the installment or the charges or commissions or whatever it is, interest, the system will generate or raise a bill. And we can configure how many days in advance to raise this bill. So you'll be able to see all the bills that are either pending or actually settled. And when you click on the actual bill, you'll see the details about what is this bill actually there for, right? Like this I can see. So probably this is like source of a deposit funding. So what they did is, this is a savings account which was debited to fund a fixed deposit. So it will show like this. Because when we funded that deposit, yeah, we had to get the money from somewhere, okay? Here, it's an activity charge for 500. So at our product level, right, when we are opening this new savings account, if you wanted to configure like a kind of account opening charge, so as you open the arrangement, it will charge the customer 500, creating like the new arrangement. So there will also be a bill generated for that. This is what we are seeing here, like this here. Okay. So those charges will be collected automatically, like what happens today. As you do the transaction, the charge gets collected automatically. Right, now here you can see also statement details, right? So current or past statements, you'll be able to see. This is how that statement will look like, the model bank one that comes out of the system. It will look like this. So I can see some activities here, right? So that's my activity reference, on what date, right? And then the description of that activity, on what value date, what was the amount debit or credit, and then the running balance on the account, the running balance. Right. Charges, I can also see any charges, let's say, that were recovered on this arrangement, by date, by type, I can search. I have got correspondence. Okay, correspondence, delivery advices. You know what is this, right? Like LD and so on to generate. So we can get delivery advices. You know, like when we open the account and so on, if you need, right? If you need. So you'll be able to actually view. This is probably more used in lending and accounts, sorry, lending and deposits. But even accounts can generate advices, delivery advices. Right, I hope we are talking the same thing. All right, now, anytime you do something on an arrangement, like on the account, it is an activity, right? That's the thing that's special about AA. You cannot affect an arrangement account without doing an activity. So an activity is anything that will affect an arrangement account, like when you do a cash deposit, cash withdrawal. All these are like activities. There will be an activity that will be generated, triggered by that teller transaction or triggered by that funds transfer transaction. It will also generate an activity, and it will show up on this activity list. Yes, please. Okay, I thought you were calling me. I thought I heard Mac. All right, simulations we're going to discuss tomorrow. It's like a what if analysis tool, which we can use in arrangement architecture. It's quite useful, quite a powerful tool, but not today. Tomorrow we'll discuss on that. In fact, not tomorrow, on Wednesday. With simulations is on Wednesday. The next one, facilities. Okay, so here on top, right, you can see some of the facilities that have been available, let's say on this account, like my standing orders, my direct debits, my sweeps. If I want to give notice, right? So let's say it's a notice account. You know the notice accounts where it's a type of product where the customer must give notice before he can withdraw, right? The funds. So you would see the notice on that section here. Any blocked funds you would see, right? Any standing orders, direct debits, sweeps. You just click it and then it will show like this. Right. I think the point to take away here, right, is these are my interest conditions, straightforward. It's done. The point to take away here, if anything else, AA, we are doing component-based product building. So using components to build the products. Two, the data for the arrangement, it sits in different tables. However, through inquiries and composite screens, it will all be brought together into one place. So like here, what you're actually seeing is the standing order data. It's actually sitting in the standing order table, right? The checks, it's sitting in the checks tables and so on. But in the arrangement architecture, they've redone the screens in such a way that you see everything on the arrangement overview. You don't have to go anywhere else. One-stop shop. One-stop shop, and we're good to go. Okay, guys, I promised you 1:15. So it's just 12 minutes after. I think we're fine. We will leave it here for today. Yeah, we covered a lot. Hopefully, it's starting to become a bit more clear. I know it's a difficult topic. Give it time. It will make sense. Give it time. It's coming. So Lex, if there's no questions, we can wrap it up. Otherwise, let me know.
Let me ask internally.
Yeah.
Can you ask anybody have any question?
Yes, please. Feel free.
Hello, Mark.
Yes.
So far, we understood the overall architecture and the layer which you described in the early session, and the application which is quite familiar.
Okay, sorry. Did you say there's no questions?
Sorry, hold on a second. There is some interruption from the
Okay,
voice.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so far, I think we need to have a one internal review together. Probably, I would like we will discuss together internally to make sure we understood whatever we learned today,
Okay.
and maybe we note it down all the questions.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we will have our internal discussion and we will let you know if any questions based on today.
Okay. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. So thank you very much, guys, for attending.
Basic one,
And
yeah.
I will talk to you again tomorrow morning. Yes. Tomorrow afternoon. Sorry, for you tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
whatever we discuss in this session, the same thing which is covered in the PDF document, right? The material which you
Yeah. This is just converted into a PDF Word document, but it's exactly the same. Yes. You already have it.
Okay, Matt. So we will have internal discussion and we will share if any concerns via email
Okay.
or tomorrow we will try to catch up kind of a question and kind of recap and question and answer. Then we continue with the next session. Is it fine with
No
you?
problem. It's fine. Guys, tomorrow we have there's a lot of things to cover. We have to start on time. We cannot like delay the start. It has to be, otherwise we might not finish. So this part, please. I know today was day one. It's okay, don't worry. Day one, we are excused.
We will
But
gather
tomorrow, we know what to do. We must be on time. Thank you. Yeah, please.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you, sir.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Have a good evening. Goodbye.
Bye.